Modern motorcycles was designed to do one thing: speed. Over the years, a lot of improvements has been put to motorcycles by engineers. All these improvements was designed to reduce as much weight as they can, and this include the design of the wheel themselves. The design of motorcycle wheels has evolved from being a wire spoke wheel into aluminum sport rims, and the materials used to produce these rims has been improved from steel to aluminum alloys. Modern motorcycle wheels are comparatively lighter, and they were designed to reduce as much weight as they can. This is where aluminum plays an important role. Motorcycle manufacturers took the advantage of aluminum alloys through various combinations of aluminum that resulted in a much lighter wheels and staying cost efficient. Aluminum sport rims are made to be rigid so that they will be able to stay balanced and handle a higher amount of speed with relative ease. On top of that, they are easier and cheaper to manufacture through forging, casting or CNC machining. And for the consumer, it practically eliminated the need for relying on tubes for the wheels, making maintaining your machine is much less of a hassle.
But frankly, not all aluminum is made equal. A sport rim doesn't necessarily become a much better option compared to spoke wheels either. Even with all the advantage provided by sport rims, it did not make spoke wheels obsolete.
In general, spoke wheels are heavy but sturdier and much more flexible compared to sport rims. Spoke wheels was designed to absorb impacts from uneven surfaces. That is the reason you can see that spoke rims are being used in extreme motorsport and made for dirt bikes, scramblers and ADV bikes. The combination between the tires, rims and the fork allows for a greater shock absorption compared to sport rims.
Motorcycles are subjected to all kinds of pressure being on the road, and the front of the motorcycles are the first to experience stress by holding the weight of the rider and the motorcycle and absorbing shocks from uneven surfaces.
In summary, sport rims are not designed to face the challenge of uneven road condition, as they are meant only to be used at high speeds. Only spoke wheels are suitable to be used in such terrains. However, both sport wheel and spoke wheels is often subjected to road hazards. Road hazard is just a minor irritation to a car or any larger vehicle, but to motorcycles, even a small bump on the road could potentially become a major hazard. And one of the most common hazards you will encounter is potholes.
This is a pothole, the sworn enemies of road users all over the world, and some of the most common hazards you will encounter on the road. Riders should be aware that the dangers of potholes is generally not during the entry of the wheel, but during the exit.
When it is impossible to avoid road hazard, riders will usually apply their brakes to slow down their motorcycles before impact. However, when the brake is applied, the inertia from the speed and the weight of the rider is transferred to the front of the motorcycle. This results in the compression of the fork, and the rims will not be able to mitigate the force it experiences when it is exiting the pothole. When the front of the wheel is exiting the pothole, it will experience an immense amount of force according to Newton's law of motion. While spoke wheels were able to absorb the impact by flexing and mitigate the stress through the spokes, these impacts can be extremely damaging to sport rims. Depending on the weight, speed and other variables, it can also cause accidents that may be serious or even fatal.
So, if sport rims are just too rigid to be used in rough terrains, and spoke wheels are just too flexible to be used at high speeds, what are your options?
Stay tuned for the next episode where we will discover the solution provided by RCB regarding the strength and flexibility of rims.